I did a little bit of research on the Great Wall of China, and I decided to construct a model of it because back in the summer of 2006 I traveled to the People's Republic of China on the People Student Master's Program. At the end of our program we actually were able to travel to the Great Wall, and I was able to see just how grand it was, what architectural feat the Great Wall of China really was. Now when I was in 8th grade, our class was assigned a landmark project. We were to do a little bit of research and build a small model of the landmark project. A small model. We were restricted to about 1 foot by 1 foot. And I built a small little model, and it didn't represent the true glory of the Great Wall of China. And I endeavored that if I ever had the chance to redo the Great Wall of China and then represent it in all its glory in a scholastic setting in the future, I would. That came with the personal project, and this is the product I have here. Now, what I used was styrofoam and train modeling materials as the flora. I also used some tempera paint to color the model itself. It took me about a month. I worked about every day for several weeks, about an hour or two a day. And to build the base of my project, I used 2 large styrofoam sheets, one on top of the other, and I took a knife after gluing them together and carved out the hills and the cliffs and the valleys on my project. Then afterwards, I took a long piece of styrofoam and I carved a path in the landscape itself and put the wall inside. After that, I constructed these little watchtowers here out of some extra styrofoam. I also took some styrofoam, made some staircases, the battlements. Then afterwards, I painted the landscape green as base color, and then I applied the train modeling materials to represent the flora that was at the Great Wall of China. And if you want to look at the pictures over here, I try my best to represent what it really looked like in China.
With wanting to learn how to cook Filipino food over the summer, and then it kind of inspired me to want to share that, and so that led to my personal project. So as you can see, I have a picture of a certain dish, and each dish is a little cultural note about the dish and where it came from, its origin or whatnot, and then have some food. Enjoy!